In the quiet rhythm of the human body, two small hormones carry on a conversation that determines how we feel each day: energized or sluggish, hungry or full. Their names are insulin and glucagon, and they are both produced in the pancreas, an organ that sits quietly behind the stomach. Though they are partners, they work like opposites. Insulin lowers blood sugar while glucagon raises it. Together, they keep our energy balanced, like a seesaw that never stops moving. When we eat a meal rich in carbohydrates, bread, pasta, or sweets, our blood sugar rises quickly. The pancreas releases insulin to help move that sugar into our cells for energy or storage. For a while, we feel full and satisfied, but as insulin does its job, blood sugar begins to drop, sometimes too quickly. When that happens, hunger returns, often with cravings for more sugar or starch. This is the familiar afternoon slump or late-night snack urge most people know. Glucagon steps in when insulin steps back. If we go several hours without food, blood sugar falls, and the pancreas releases glucagon. It tells the liver to break down stored energy and make new glucose to feed the brain. While doing this, glucagon also sends subtle signals to the brain's hunger center, reminding it that the body already has fuel on hand. Hunger eases and the mind feels calmer. It's a natural appetite control system built into our biology. When insulin levels stay low and steady, as they do during a low-carbohydrate diet or overnight fasting, the body switches from burning sugar to burning fat. In this state, the liver makes molecules called ketones, which can fuel both the brain and muscles. Ketones, along with glucagon, help suppress appetite even more. People often describe a clear-headed, stable feeling when their bodies are running on fat instead of sugar. This balance shows that hunger isn't just about willpower, it's about chemistry. High and rapidly changing insulin levels tend to increase appetite, while low, steady levels allow the body to rely on its stored energy and feel satisfied longer. The conversation between insulin and glucagon never stops. It is what keeps our blood sugar from crashing or soaring, and what teaches us the difference between real hunger and habit. The human body evolved in a world where survival depended on extracting energy efficiently from the natural foods available. Our ancestors rarely encountered foods combining high fat and high carbohydrate in a single meal. Instead, their diet was structured around natural single macronutrient packages: fatty meats and nuts, fat protein, starchy tubers or fruits, carbohydrate, and occasionally lean protein with little fat. This evolutionary pattern shaped the interplay between insulin and glucagon, the hormones responsible for maintaining blood sugar stability. This system worked remarkably well when foods were consumed in isolation or as simple combinations. However, modern food engineering has dramatically altered this evolutionary design. The simultaneous combination of high fat and high carbohydrate, common in packaged snacks, desserts, and fast foods, is a recent human invention, created not by necessity, but by the drive to maximize caloric density and palatability. From an evolutionary perspective, such combinations were rare. Fat is energy-dense and slow to digest, while carbohydrates provide quick glucose. Bringing them together creates a metabolic mismatch, providing an unprecedented caloric load while simultaneously stimulating both the brain's reward centers and insulin release. When a high-fat, high-carb meal is consumed, insulin surges in response to glucose, while the glucagon response is suppressed because the body detects sufficient incoming energy. Unlike evolutionary meals, the natural satiety signals are less effective, and blood sugar can fluctuate widely, creating cycles of energy, spikes and dips, fat storage, and cravings. This combination also bypasses many of the body's natural checks on appetite and energy balance, effectively hacking survival mechanisms that evolved to prevent starvation. In essence, the human metabolic system is optimized for separated macronutrient intake or balanced natural combinations. Modern high-fat, high-carb foods exploit this system, flooding it with energy in forms it was never designed to handle. While historically advantageous for survival, these foods now contribute to overconsumption, insulin dysregulation, and metabolic stress, illustrating a profound disconnect between the environment our physiology evolved in and the engineered diet of the contemporary world. The evolutionary wisdom encoded in hormones like glucagon is still present, but modern food design challenges its ability to maintain energy homeostasis.